What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to the BS Show. We got a fight coming up in a few months, I believe in November. It's going to be Demian Maia versus Khamzat Chimaev. And before I get started on that fight, it seems like Dana White is believing the hype and all in on this Chimaev character. The UFC is actually double booked Chimaev. And Chimaev will fight Gerald Meerschaert in Las Vegas on September 19th. So he's got that fight September 19th, but he's also accepted the fight against Demian Maia in November. So this is kind of crazy. I've never really seen anything like this. Most of the time the UFC makes a fighter win before they schedule him another fight, but it appears that Dana White believes the hype and that he is all in on this. So Gerald Meerschaert has said he's going to make it a dirty fight against Chimaev and that he will not be able to fight within 6 months because he's going to do damage and give him a medical suspension. So after that fight, Maia and Chimaev will meet in November in Las Vegas, not Fight Island. They were originally supposed to fight in Abu Dhabi, but Dana White was on record saying they will fight in Las Vegas, and Chimaev's both fights will be in Las Vegas. And Chimaev bursted on the scene. He's won and finished all 8 of his professional fights. He's 2-0 in the UFC and just dominant fights both times. And when White was asked if it was disrespectful to double book Chimaev, White responded, hey, I'm paraphrasing here. Hey, the guy wants to fight. He wants to fight back to back, so that's what we're going to do. Dana White understands it's his part of the business to schedule the fights. It's the fighter's part of the business to follow through. So, I don't really see it as disrespectful. I think it's a good play on Dana White's end, kind of scheduling these fights to keep this guy going. And, hey, if this dude's as tough and as good as they say he is and he wants to fight, let him fight. But I will say he's fighting a killer in Demian Maia. I will admit Demian Maia is up there in age. He's 42 years old, but he's 28-10 in his UFC career, and he's actually coming off a loss to Gilbert Burns. But some notable wins that he has is Ben Askren, Jorge Masvidal, Carlos Condit, Matt Brown, Gunnar Nelson, Neil Magny, and John Fitch. He's also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legend. So this is going to be Chimaev's toughest fight of his career, and we don't know if he's even going to beat Gerald Meerschaert. If he does, and he does it in a dominant fashion, and he gets Demian Maia, which I guess he will because it's already scheduled. But Demian Maia will absolutely be the toughest fight that Chimaev has had. He's fought for multiple belts. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legend, like I said, and he brings a whole different part of the game that Chimaev has probably not seen yet. Demian Maia can take this to the ground and submit him. Demian Maia's one weakness, if you will, throughout his career has been his striking, and it seems like that's where Chimaev does all of his work. So I would be interested to see where this fight goes. Can Demian Maia get it to the ground, or is it going to be standing? Also, guys, we appreciate all the support on our videos. We're almost to that 1,000 sub mark. If you haven't subbed or subscribed yet, please do. Thank you again for tuning in.